Good day everyone, welcome to Eco Warrior Park. My name is Anwar Matsa'at of Eureka Archery, and for today I have this bow. This is a bow by one of a renowned bow maker from Grozer. So this is an Assyrian Bio Composite Bow. Now what is a bio composite? So you can actually see it there at the belly side of the bow. There is what seems to be like horn. There's some sinew binding on the transition, on the sear, as well as on the handle. And the grip is covered in leather, which gives it a rather firm grip. The bow itself is rated at 61 pounds at 28 inches. Looking at the length of the bow, I would assume this is about 54 inches long. So it is probably less, maybe about 52 inches. Quite long for what we are used to here in Malaysia, because most of us use either a Korean bow or a Turkish bow, and those bows usually comes in 50 inches length. So if you can see here on the sear tip, there's reinforcements of sinew. The string itself is thicker to accommodate for the heavier draw, and this is how the bow looks like. You can see the handle is bulbous in the front, and the overall look looks very traditional, and this is the Assyrian design. In terms of drawing the bow, it is quite long for me, so try to draw it at 28. There is no stacking. The bow draws really smoothly, although it's at 61 pounds, but it really draws nicely. There's no stacking at all. So in a minute I'll be shooting this bow using these arrows. These are carbon arrows at 400 spine. I think this is 31 inches with a 100 grain tip with some inserts as well. So the bow the arrow itself is 33 grams, so quite heavy. So I'll be shooting first towards the 10-meter target just to see how it feels like, and after that we'll try to shoot it at 30 meters, then I'll give you my verdict. Since the bow is 61 pounds and this is not my bow, I'm just borrowing it from one of the archers here. We'll try to shoot it there. So there is some hand shock, but not much. No vibration at all. Even for 61 pounds, feels quite good. So the release is quite snappy, although the bow is 61 pounds. Drawing it at 28, you don't actually feel it that much. Arrow falls straight exactly where you pointed it. And looking at it this way, it's a kind of bow that you would want to use if you want to join competitions. So it is a competitive bow. Not meant for beginners, so let me just reiterate that. This bow is not meant for beginners. This bow is meant for serious archers who really wants to see how far they can go in the world of traditional archery. And looking at this, I would say it's a good choice if you're transitioning from a laminated bow or even from a fiberglass bow. So with a bio composite like this, the limb is of course thicker, but I believe that really helps in the design to make sure that vibration is minimized, hand shock is minimized, and the bow efficiency is translated to the accuracy of the arrow. So let's try this one more arrow. So let's take a look at the target together. So even at a 10-meter range, really close, with just slight deviation left and right on the bow, you can get this kind of grouping, so to speak. But 10 meters is really not the best distance for you to try out bows. So after shooting a few rounds at 10 meters, we'll go after this to the 30-meter range over there, and we'll see how the arrow is placed. Alright, at 30 meters, so I'm not used to the bow yet, so if I miss, sorry. But if I hit, we'll try to see how well we can make it consistent. So at 30 meters, Malaysian target is a triangle target closer to the ground. So let's try this. So drop. Left. So usually when the camera is rolling, you don't hit the target. So let's try this again until we get it right. Retrieve those arrows and try it again. Again, drop. So let's see whether all of the arrow drops. So I have to adjust my aiming point. So that's a hit. Adjusting it down here for 30 meters. Okay. So adjusting it there underneath the knocking point. So 2 arrows in the same zone. Okay, that one was a mistake because the arrow went off the arrow pass. So what do I think about this bow? If you're a beginner, I don't think it's recommended because this is a high performance bow. As you notice, I was shooting it without any proper practice with the bow. Even a slight deviation, your arrows will actually deviate a lot. So not very forgiving for beginner archers. But if you are an archer looking for precision, if you're looking for a bow that you can travel with, definitely consider this bow by Grozer, the Assyrian Bio Composite. I'm not too sure about what it means by bio composite. I am not familiar with the construction, but it looks traditional. You can see it on the sinew wrapping here. The transition in the sear is clean. The draw is actually very smooth, very minimal hand shock, some vibration is present, but other than that, this is the bow. If I'm not mistaken, this retails at about 2,000 ringgit Malaysia. Not too sure about the international price for this bow. I have not actually shot a Grozer Bio Composite before. This is my first experience. Comparatively, basically you can't compare with laminate or EFG bows. The closest that you can feel with this kind of performance are probably hybrid bows. Those are bows constructed from fiberglass and horn. Other than that, the limb is very thick compared to laminated bows. You can see it here, it's almost my finger's width. So if you are an archer who likes to do long draws, this could be the bow of choice. Drawing profile is as such. You will feel some movement in the handle, but that comes with the design of the Assyrian bow. It's bubbles in the front, and this is the bow. So if you'd like to know more about this bow, you may contact Grozer. I think he has a website. You can also reach him up on social media. In Malaysia, I think Panah Legenda, the archery academy run by Coach Nasrul, also sells this bow by pre-order. So you can also contact him if you would like to buy the bow if you're in Malaysia. So other than that, my name is Anwar Matsa'at of Eureka Archery. Today I am at Eco Warrior Park with this bow, the Assyrian Bio Composite by Grozer. So like, subscribe and share. Don't forget, be an archer today.